Let's talk about your second homework assignment this week. So in the second part, you will create another account. So this account we call comparable account. This comparable account inheritance from the account class. So this account class, actually you can use each account class. You want to use the account class from assignment 7 or from assignment 6. Each one is fine, because the purpose for the account class you use here, we just need you to have the ID, balance, and the date created. Because the most important thing is we just want to use the comparable account inherited from the account class. But the most important thing is this comparable account, they will implement the comparable and clonable. This comparable account will implement the comparable and clonable interfaces. So we can see here in your driver program. Okay, so in your driver program, your account, the date created, since we need to have that information, you need to make that become protected. So this comparable account inherited from the class account and implement from the clonable and the comparable interface. Since you implement the clonable interface, so that's why you need to override the clone method. Since you implement from the comparable interface, you need to override your compare-to method. So override the toString method because we want to display the account information. Okay, so you see that's your comparable account. The most important thing for your comparable account is we will compare. When we do the compare-to method, we compare the balance. So if the host object balance is greater than the source object balance, you return positive number. So if less, of course, negative number. So if 0, that means their balance is the same. So then here, your clone method, the most important thing, you need to make sure how can you make the deep copy for that. So the important thing is after you implement that, you need to have your driver program. So your driver program, actually, you need to do is, the first thing, you need to create one array. Okay, so this array, you will contain 5 clonable account objects. So here I specify account number from 1001 to 1005. Okay, so you have your balance, you have your deposit and the withdrawal. So then afterward, you need to create another array. So this array actually will clone each comparable account object. So then here I want you to think about how will you clone each comparable account. So be careful, this one you need to really be careful. When you invoke the clone method, you need to make sure you are not clone the array. You are clone from each comparable account. Okay. So then after you create, clone the 5 comparable account object, right? So here is my sample output. Your sample output, actually you will display your clone array from each element. So then actually in order to prove you are not a shallow copy, each clone array element, you need to invoke the date created attribute to compare to each object from the original array. Because if they are not shallow copy, when you do the equal compare, they should return false. The same thing, if you're using the date created, but you use the compare to, because their dates are all the same, so you call the compare to, they will return 0. Okay. So be careful how you invoke the clone method. So afterward, actually, I want you to do the sorting. Why to do the sorting? Because the big reason why we need to have compare to method is whenever in your array list or your array, when you want to sort it, your array object, they call the compare to method. So that's why here, before your sorting, that's your object information. So that's why I on purpose to make you to withdraw more money. So that's why the balance for 1001 actually is higher. So then the 1005 is a little smaller. So after the sorting, if you don't specify the sorting, they do the low to high ascending sorting. So they will according to the balance. So that's why they will sort that. Okay. So this example, you will implement comparable interface and a clonable interface. Make sure you will be careful when you do the clone.